Hey guys, Jojo PandaFace here. Just going to answer some of your questions and also talk about a few of the frequently asked questions that I've been getting. So yeah, let's get started. When did you start cosplaying? I started my freshman year of high school. I think it was 2006 or something. I don't really know what year it was or year it was. Um, let's see. Why did you get into cosplay? What was your first costume? I got into cosplay because my friends were like, hey, you want to do these costumes with us? Because we all were like obsessed with Final Fantasy X too. And I was like, why not? Sounds fun. And my first costume was, like I said, Final Fantasy X too. I was Pain. Um, it was all sorts of terrible. I didn't have a wig. But I think that was the only terrible part because the costume itself was really nice. Um, what is your favorite anime character? I don't know. I'm so bad at answering those type of questions. I don't think I have a favorite anime character. I like so many anime characters. It's so hard for me to pick a favorite at this moment because I was stupid and I didn't think about these last night when you actually sent them to me. What inspired you to do a Nell cosplay? Um, I absolutely love Nell. I think she's flippin' fantastic. I think she's such a great character. And I've been wanting to cosplay her for a really long time. And finally, Living Ichigo was just like, do it. You'll look fine as Nell. Because I always thought like I wouldn't look good as her. I don't know why, but yeah. So he was kind of that final push that made me do it. Plus, he cosplays Grimjo, and Grimjo and Nell are like my ultimate ship fan pairing. So yeah, I kind of had to. Top five anime and top five manga. Okay, top five favorite anime. One Piece. No particular order, by the way. One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Ranma 1/2. I have to like look around my room and figure out what I like. High School of the Dead. Probably Trigun is up there. I really like that show. Or maybe Sailor Moon. I don't know. Top five manga. Okay, Stepping on Roses, Blackbird, Say I Love You. Um, Crap, I can't remember. Can't remember the other mangas I was reading, but they're all like shoujo-y type stuff because that's what I like in mangas. Um, what and how did you make your nail mask? I made it out of foam. I did craft foam and green planter's foam, like for the base of the mask, for the base sculpture. Then I covered that in clay. The clay didn't work out so well, it kept cracking and stuff, so I covered the clay in resin, and then it worked perfectly, and it was like magic! So I used a slow drying resin so I could paint it on evenly. What is the airspeed velocity of an unlanded swallow? Um, European swallow? Robbie? I don't know. And then I'm just gonna get flown off a bridge. I don't know. Favorite video game of all time? Borderlands. Done. Second one's coming out in 2 weeks, and I am so excited. So excited. Are you a professional model? No, I'm not. I'm just a cosplayer. I never got into modeling. Um, I wanted to get into modeling, but I'm kind of short, so the only things I'd be able to do are like petite modeling. So I mean, I might sign up for Model Mayhem or something at some point. I don't really know. Um, what is your favorite series to cosplay from? I I don't really know if I have a favorite series to cosplay from. I really like all the series I cosplay from, but I think as I don't even know. Guys, that's such a hard question. Anything that's like I really like things with complicated costumes. I don't know. Even though I haven't really done anything complicated, I just think it's really fun. Like I really loved making Dark Magician Girl because it was just so complex and it was really fun. But I don't know. When do you plan on being stalking? Not for really, really long time. Probably 2013 at the earliest. I mean, I just have so much lined up for the next few cons that I'm going to. I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy! Okay. um, how did you get into cosplay? What was the first cosplay you made yourself? Okay, okay, I got into, well, I think you already talked about how I got into cosplay. The first cosplay I made entirely by myself was Gaz from Invader Zim. I actually don't have any good pictures of that costume, so there's none online except for like my DeviantArt. But it's just the wig at the time was really bad, but I totally redid it. So I'm probably gonna bring her out one last time for a like a photo shoot, and then I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't really like it that much. How do you begin with your cosplays? Like, where do you start? I'm trying to think. I I kind of just look at as many reference pictures as I can of my character. I'll go back to the anime, take screenshots. I'll go through the manga and grab pages with them on it, and I'll just really, really study their costume and just see how it moves, what it looks like. That way, I can get a good idea of what kind of fabric I want to use, and then I just kind of go from there, see how it works. Like for Nell, I grabbed pictures from the anime, the manga, and because it's two different styles, like in the manga, her under boob is showing, and in the anime it's not. So I kind of was like, okay, I'll go more towards the anime, but I ended up not doing that because I didn't have the strip of fabric down the middle. So it was kind of like a weird mixture of both. But then I really looked at how her fabric like clings to her and how it moves, and I was like, okay, I'll use a nice stretch cotton, which is like what most t-shirts are made out of. So I ended up getting that, and I found it in like the perfect color, and you have no idea how happy I was when I found it. What is your dream job? Actually studying, I'm a theater major right now, and once I get my bachelor's, I'm moving to Toronto, and I'm going to study to become a special effects makeup artist. And hopefully I'll be able to move down to Hollywood and do that for a few years. I don't really want to do that for the rest of my life, but it is my dream job. How did you and Theo meet? Theo and I met last year at HyperCon. That's when we officially met, but I was still stalking him on Facebook a little bit before that because I'm creepy. So we met a little over a year ago, and then we've been dating for about a year. How do you begin getting photo shoots? I have a lot of friends who are photographers, or, I'll start making friends that are photographers. So I'll go to a con and a photographer will want to do a shoot with me, and I'm like, okay, let's go do this, bro. And so we go do our shoot, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, is there any way I can keep in contact with you? I want to, do shoots with you in the future. So that's one way, and then another way is I get contacted on DeviantArt a few times, like during Fanime usually, and with photographers saying, "Oh, I'd love to do a shoot with you. Can you meet up at so and so time? Here's my number." And I'm like, "Okay, let's do this. Let's get some shoots done. It's fun." How did you get started with sewing, and how long have you been doing it? I started sewing when I was born. I'm Chinese. It kind of happens like that. But seriously, my mom, she's a quilter, so she pushed me into sewing when I was in elementary school, I think. And I ended up not really. I went to a few classes and I got really good. I made like a bunch of pillows and blankets and stuff. And then I just kind of stopped for a while because I was like, this is stupid. And then I finally started cosplaying and I was like, I want to make all my own clothes. And thankfully, I knew how to use a sewing machine. I knew how to sew. And I was relatively decent. So, and I've just been getting like progressively better as my costumes go along. As you probably have seen, you're like, oh, that costume sucked, but now it's all of a sudden really good. That's why. How did you get so good at sewing? It's just a lot of practice. I'm sewing all the damn time. I'm doing my costume. So yeah, just doing a lot of stuff all the time. Living Ichigo asks, why are you so sexy? I don't know, baby. Why are you so sexy? Do you have any more pictures from when you cosplayed Hiei? Do you plan on doing more Yu Yu Hakusho cosplays in the near future? I do, I think. I think I have a few more pictures of Hiei, but I don't know if I really want to post them because I personally wasn't too happy with my costume. I mean, I feel like I don't really look like a boy, and I didn't like do anything to highlight and shadow my face to make it more masculine because I don't know, it's just I don't look like a boy. I wasn't really into it, but I have a few more. I might post them. Do I plan on doing any more Yu Yu Hakusho characters? I do. Living Ichigo is gonna be Toguro, and when he does that, I'm gonna be he's gonna be younger Toguro. I'll clarify that right now. And I'm gonna do young Genkai when he does that. I'm also going to do Oto Toguro because we're doing Team Toguro from the Dark Tournament with a bunch of friends. So yeah. How old are you? I'm 20. I know. I'm a baby. I'm almost 21 though. Yay. Knowing that both you and Living Ichigo are seen in the spotlight for your awesome cosplays, does having adoring fans test your relationship? Such as fans maybe getting too attached? We've been together for a year, and, you know, that's pretty much when at least his popularity has just skyrocketed recently, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that he has a girlfriend. And I just started up my page a few weeks ago, and everybody knows I'm Living Ichigo's girlfriend. So, so far, I mean, we haven't had any problems that I know of. I don't know. There might be a random girl somewhere with like posters of Living Ichigo all over her room, but I just don't know about it. I really don't know. Would you ever do a Rei plug suit cosplay? Yes, I will. At some point. I don't know when, because I really want to make her plug suit really, really bad, and I love her as a character, but I have no idea where to even start with making a plug suit. So it probably won't happen for a while, but it will happen someday. It'll be when I'm like 120, and I'll finally be like, I'm in a Rei cosplay. I finally figured out how to make a plug suit. So that might happen. I don't know. We'll see. How much time and money do you spend, or better said, invest in your cosplay? Depends on the character. Nell was maybe $50, and Dark Magician Girl, or I'm trying to think of a better example. My most expensive costume. I don't even know what my most expensive costume is because I don't think, Mad Moxie's probably my most expensive. I had to buy so many accessories for her, and I had to buy those shoes. So I think she was easily the most expensive, probably being about $150. But as far as time goes, again, it depends. Nell took a day. Mad Moxie or Dark Magician Girl took like a month. It really just depends on the complexity of the character and how much free time I have on my hands because I'm a student, so I mean, I go to school all the time. Okay, so that's it for your guys' questions, and I'm going to just move on to a quick little FAQ because these are questions that I receive all the time from you guys, so I'm just going to cover them really, really quick, and then we'll be done. Yay! Okay, so where do I get my wigs from? I get my wigs from either Arta Wigs, Epic Cosplay, or eBay. I usually use Arta for myself because I bought one of their little color rings so I can see exactly what color I'm getting. Or, I mean, even Epic Cosplay, like, their color splotches are on their website are really, really accurate. Because with eBay, you can be like, oh, I ordered this really nice purple wig, and it comes in and it's blue. And you're like, what the fuck is this shit? And you just, like, flip a table. But, no, I don't know if I can swear. I don't know. Sorry, YouTube. So, yeah, so that's usually where I order my wigs from. And, I get people sometimes asking, oh, can you help me find a wig for this character? Like, they don't need it styled or anything. So I'll just go through, I'll sit down, look at a bunch of reference pictures, and I will pick out a wig for you if that's what you need. I'm totally open to doing that. Wig commissions. I'm open for wig commissions right now. I'm not going to school that much right now, so I'm doing wig commissions on the side while working. So if you have any questions, concerns, just shoot me a note on Facebook or DeviantArt, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can. I would just like at least 2 months in order to get your wig done, because when I do order from eBay, those wigs usually take about a month to even get into the States because they're coming from China. So I mean, I just don't want anybody to be freaking out like, oh, my wig's not here and my con is tomorrow. That Jojo, she totally messed up, and I don't want to deal with it. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want anyone mad at me. And then as far as costume commissions go, I'm not doing costume commissions. It's nothing against you guys or anything. It's just, it's a lot of work to do costume commissions for other people because they're not around all the time. I can't be like, come over for a fitting. We need to fit your costume right now. So I don't have the luxury to be able to do that. I'm not that great of a seamstress yet. That might change in the future. I don't know yet, but as for right now, I'm saying no costume or clothing commissions. I can do maybe some accessory commissions, like maybe depending on what it is. I'm not that great at sculpting and stuff yet, but I can do certain things. Like I did a Princess Tutu necklace, I did my Nell mask. So there's a few things that I can do. But you know, just if you have any questions about it, just, you know, shoot me a note or whatever, and I will gladly talk to you about it. I think that's everything. I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to say. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I don't think so. Okay. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Bye!